Hello everyone, welcome back to the Stardew Community Center series that I'm currently doing. My name's Colleen, and today I am starting summer. So very first day of summer, lots of new seeds to get, lots of stuff to plant. It's going to be very eventful. Of course, just in this episode I'll be doing the first 9 days, and then we'll go from there. Of course, the first thing that I'm going to do is check our luck, and it's in good humor, but I think that pretty consistently happens on the first day. Not 100% sure, but I think so. So I'm just starting out my day by clearing out everything that died overnight and watering my one ancient fruit plant, of course, and saying hello to the animals, but I did unfortunately forget that I bought a cow, so might remember that later on. You'll have to see. But I'm heading into town now, and not for what you think. First, I was just looking for mixed seeds. Then I decided to hit a couple garbage cans. A super cucumber. Great find. And then that motivated me to look at my fish list, and I went straight to the beach because I realized I could catch 2 fish this morning. And first up, would you believe it or not, I caught the tilapia. And not only that, I also caught a tuna. So 2 of the summer fish already crossed off my list. It's a weight off my shoulders. But I sold the rest of the fish that I caught while I was doing all of that, and then I headed into town. It is probably not a surprise to anyone that I spend pretty much all of my gold on seeds here, and even then I still missed the spangle seeds, which I wanted some of them, but I just didn't have enough room or enough gold. And with the corn, I was thinking real hard about getting that 5th one. Took me a while to decide. But we've got as many seeds as we can get for now. We just need to get out of the store and go donate those 2 fish that I caught, and then we're gonna be good to go plant. And I'll just need 1 more for this bundle, and I just need to wait for a rainy day because you can get the red snapper in the summer, so that will be exciting. But I am finally back on my farm. I took the long way so I could do a little bit of foraging on the way, but I'm planting some flowers on this side here because I plan on setting up a bunch of bee houses. Honey's pretty good for gold, so that will be helpful. Then I remembered at this point I needed to make mayonnaise. And then I remembered at this point that I have a cow. Oh yeah, hi Fetch. I completely forgot that you existed. I'm so sorry, sweetie. But he wouldn't even come outside at that point. It made me really sad. For the rest of the day though, I just planted the rest of my seeds and found the melon seeds and the 1 starfruit seed in my chest, so I remembered to plant those too. Super exciting. Watered them and put some quality fertilizer down, and then I went to bed. As far as first days of summers go, I would say that's pretty standard. Then the 308 gold will just go towards more seeds. I'm hoping to find maybe some mixed seeds as well, so I can plant those. Again, I think I mentioned it in a previous episode, but I had been sleeping on that for a while, just not even planting them. Of course the spirits are annoyed, but I'm not because we've got some strawberry jelly that we can sell and some mayo. So that'll go towards our seed fund as well. Just watering the cat as we always do, and then as we also do every single day, just watering all of the crops, saying hello to all of the animals, like gathering the eggs, all of that good stuff. And then I realized in my chest I actually had some mixed seeds from the end of spring that I had never planted. So that's what I was just doing there, and then now I have found my way back to Pierre's. Big surprise. But I'm just buying as many melon seeds as I can, and then I remembered this time to buy 5 of the spangle as well. But selling the jelly, selling the mayo, we've got I think 14 more melons now. It's gonna be lots of gold. So once I got back to my farm, I just planted all of the seeds that you just saw me buy, and then I decided to use the rest of the afternoon just to chop some hardwood and clear out some space on my farm. And then I went to bed. As you can see here, day 2 was not too bad for gold, so I have plenty to spare for some extra seeds if I want to, and overnight there was an earthquake. So that means that I'm going to be able to go up to the train station, chop all of the wood, break all of the rocks that are up there. That's going to come in handy. And we even have some good humor today, so a little bit of luck can go a long way. Let's see how the day goes. That actually jump scared me when I was playing. It just felt so much louder than it normally is. But in between all of this other editing, I have been making some copper and some iron bars, so just so that you all know that. But heading up to the train station area, obviously I'm not going to include all of this, but I did break up a fair amount of rocks, and I got as much fiber as I could as well. Then, just because I was up here, I decided to try for a sturgeon, which subsequently reminded me that I need to more so be trying for a red snapper today. So I'll be doing that as well at some point. But would you look at that? Best luck ever. I did catch a carp and a bullhead first, but just the fact that I caught it first try, I was so impressed with myself. But we've got another one of the fish bundles done, and I'm going to sell that pretty much immediately. Shout out to the commenter who let me know I can actually skip these cutscenes. I appreciate you so much. Like I mentioned though, just selling the fish and the dressed spinner so I can get lots of gold from it. And would you look at that? Alright, so first fish, red snapper, we'll just go straight back to the community center and donate that immediately. And we have another bundle complete. And this time around we get the warp totems for the beach, so I love that reward. Heartbreaking. 2 of them immediately, just wow. They didn't even have time to grow. Just devastating. I had a moment of panic before going to bed. I did not know where Pawsey was. But then apparently they can go under the covers. So once I could get back into the bed, I went to sleep. And that concludes day 3, and look at this gold today. At this point, I imagine I want to save the gold so I can upgrade my axe really soon to the steel axe, because I'm going to have to get into the secret forest so I can get the fiddlehead fern, because it only shows up during the summer. So that will be the next priority, I imagine, as long as I don't forget about it. Come back out of there. I need to say hello to you. There we go. But just saying hello to all of my animals, watering the cat as always, and of course the storm yesterday had to take one of my melons. So I am still going to be saving my gold, but I'm just going to buy 1 melon so I can fill in that spot. And remember when I said I wanted to save my gold? Well, screw that. I want another cow. So that's what I'm going to do first, apparently. And Trungus is a perfect name. Thank you, randomizer. So as you can see, we've got the sweet pea and the grape for the community center. Not going to be donating anything today because I need all 3 of them, and I just don't want to worry about that right now. But in between it all, I did go to Clint, got him to crack open all of the geodes, and was able to donate one thing. So just to finish up the day, because it's a bad luck day, I decided to chop some trees in this like northern forest area, and then I planted some maple trees so that I don't run out of wood. Shout out to Liz the Lass's playthrough because it scared me into planting a bunch of trees. But then I made my first bee house and I went to bed. Day 4 was not too bad for gold. Not quite as good as yesterday, but still pretty nice. And then 580 for the 2 strawberry jellies is not too bad either, so I'm glad that I had saved those. But heading into day 5 here, let's see what we're going to have to work with. Perfect. Great. That's what you love to see. I do love to actually see when my crops are grown though, so that's nice. We've got some wheat that I could harvest, just saying hello to all of my animals to start off the day, and it turns out Fetch is ready to give us some milk. So I'm going to have to make a cheese maker, and we're off to the races. Once I can find the milk. There you go. And then of course I'm going to water. Oh my gosh, that cow. Those animal sounds are so loud. But as you can see, I ran over to the community center next because my pockets were just full of things that I needed to donate. And I'm pretty sure I misspoke earlier. I had already donated the spiceberry, so I forgot about that. Please, Caroline, I just would like you to be my friend. You've got green hair, I have purple hair in real life, so it's like we're kind of meant to be besties. After pleading with Caroline and still only having one heart with her, I went into Pierre's and sold everything I had, bought 10 melon seeds, and then headed over to the traveling cart lady. And the only thing I'm going to get is the rare seed because they sell for so much. So that's what I'm going to take advantage of. And back on the farm, just selling all of the forageables that I found while I was out, planting my melon seeds, and then I went to bed. So moving into day 6, it appears as though we've got some sort of achievement, and just under 1,000 gold, so not too bad. And I'm just hoping it's a half decent day so I can get into the mines. We got the cowpoke achievement, so I've been making money. And the spirits are neutral, so that's not too bad. I will absolutely be going down into the mines today. But of course, before I do any of that, I need to take care of the farm, so I harvested some wheat and some hot peppers. I'm going to save a couple of them because obviously I'm going to have to donate one, but then there's also that request from George. So if I end up getting that, it would be nice to have one ready. And it appears as though one of my poppies got sniped by one of the crows. And yeah, I tried to milk Frasica. I still don't know how I'm going to say her name. But I tried to milk her. You know what? Everyone learns at their own pace. I've said it before, and it's still true. As you can see though, I made my way to the community center before going to the mines and donated my cheese and my hot pepper. I think I've mentioned it earlier in the video, but I'm mainly doing this just to farm some iron ore, so I'm gonna go back and forth to level 40 and just start all over again, but I felt like I was having pretty decent luck, so the first time around I was trying to get to level 45. And no, I haven't gotten any better at aiming. And I really did end up getting lucky with some of these levels. Like I got quite a few cave carrots that I was able to eat, so just keeping my energy up and then not having to eat the produce that I had brought with me. So that was nice. And down we go, level 45. And I just really wanted to do this. I don't know. I wanted to show you all. But after a little bit more iron farming, I decided to head back and went to bed. And look at that, we've got level 3 combat going into day 7 and day 6 with the most gold so far. Well, in summer anyways. Going into the next few days, and probably the rest of the season truthfully, I'm just going to include the brand new stuff that happens. So any of the watering of crops or planting crops, I'm probably not going to include in the video anymore unless it's a very special occasion. But as you might have noticed, the spirits are displeased today, so I'm just going to try to do as much as I can. Luckily, I did get the large white egg, so I'll be able to donate that to the community center at some point. Same with one of these oranges. But first, of course, I'm just going to head over to the traveling cart and nothing that we need now. Oh, hey Harvey. What are you doing? Cool. All right. But then I headed over to the community center and very quickly realized I have not come across a red cabbage seed yet. And that would kind of, you know, ruin the whole run. So here's hoping I find one soon. But lucky me, it's the first train of this playthrough and I'm actually remotely close to the train station. So I went up there just to gather what I could, got some geodes and coal and wood. It's definitely worth it. It was a bit late for me to get to Clint's, so I just went to the museum and donated the scroll from yesterday, and then bought an ice cream from Alex, sold everything that I could once I got back to my farm, and then I called it a night. I'm realizing now that I really haven't leveled up very much this episode. I think it's just been combat, right? Gonna have to work on that. But moving into day 8, not too bad for gold, and we'll just have to see. Oh, a perfect 7,000. That's gotta mean something, right? It's gotta be good luck. They're happy, so it is. Okay, I knew it. This thunder is just absolutely crazy. But I've got a mountain totem, so I'm going to use that and just go directly to the mines because we've got good luck. It's raining. I just got a winter root, so that's one winter forageable that I'm not going to have to wait for. And I'm pretty sure that you can get the snow yam if you like hoe all of the hoeable spots. And a crystal fruit, so only one left. That's crazy. So if I can get a snow yam in the mines for once, then we are all set. I say for once because I'm pretty sure you can find a snow yam if you do this, but I don't think I ever have, so I'm just kind of operating on pure hope right now. But I made it to level 50, so that was the main goal. Glad that I could do that, and now I've got some tundra boots. So back to the community center. You know the drill, I'm just donating every single thing that I can. And I saw Sebastian and knew I had a frozen tear, so I just decided to gift him one. And just by chance, I happened to check the calendar and notice it was Gus's birthday, so I bought him a beer. I'm such a good friend, I know. But that was it, and then I went to bed. So going into day 9, made over 2,000 gold this time. And you'll notice that I sold some radishes, and those were from the mixed seeds that I had planted. I was honestly so confused when I harvested them, just because I forgot what mixed seeds were, I guess. But here we are, day 9. What have we got? Mildly perturbed. Perfect, perfect. Okay, well, at least we've got some oak resin, and I'll just say hello to the animals. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to include it, but of course I am making my cheese and my mayonnaise and I watered everything, so we are all set. Just heading out and doing some foraging before I head over to the museum. I still have the strange doll and one of these scrolls to donate, so should definitely get those out of my inventory. Then I'll head over to the beach, do some foraging over there. And of course, because they're here, I'm just going to scare off these seagulls for no reason, really. It's probably kind of annoying for them, truthfully. And yeah, I forgot to water Posy until like 5 o'clock, so that is my bad. But I donated 2 more things to the community center. I was able to make 2 more tree tappers, and then I also made a mayonnaise machine and another cheese press. And then I went to bed. And that is the end of day 9, so it is the end of this episode. And look at all of that gold. But thank you so much for watching, especially if you've made it this far. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you subscribe. You can see me harvest these melons. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day.